Okay, so yeah, this video might be a bit strange to view for the first time, and I'm simply gonna introduce myself. So I'm Jordan, I'm the guy behind Lispin Social GD, and I wanted to make this video to simply end this channel, if I can say it like that. And there's a few reasons why I wanted to do that. First of all, I just, made my last video about, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. I didn't even check. And then nothing. You didn't see from me anymore. And I'm gonna explain why. First of all, I think I'm just done with Geometry Dash. I've played this game a lot, like a real lot. And I've finished all the main levels. I've got, a featured level. I've got the fame. I've got everything. And at the end, it was just not really fun to play anymore, so that's why I just stopped. I wanted to have fun, and I felt like I was forcing myself if I kept on going, so I just, stopped without saying a word. And I also know that when I left, 2.2 came out, and the reality is I came back to the game for like 1 hour, and I saw all the stuff, and I was like, man, I'm just too lazy to learn everything back, to remake every level, it was not for me. I was fine with 2.1. I liked creating level with 2.1 because, it felt like you had a lot of boundaries, you have a lot of restriction. And what was fun was to, with simple triggers, break those restrictions, break those rules. And now that 2.2 is out, you can make literal games with them, and I just felt like that was a bit too much, I like the update, of course I like the update, but I just think it's not for me, and I'm really glad it came out. Actually, I've seen like amazing stuff with it, it's really fantastic to see what the community have to offer, but, just wasn't for me anymore, and that's why I, just wanted to stop. So of course, that's one thing I wanted to say. I don't think you'll see any more from me on Geometry Dash, so you won't see any more strange level, and you won't see any stuff like that. But one thing that I like about that is that even though my legacy is dead, I can still see some strange level inspired level. I'm gonna say, like, for example, Bizarre Level by Frostbite 04 or like Broken Gameplay by Cloud Engineer. And it's amazing to see that people have been taking my stuff and, remaking them and making just a lot of new stuff, and the levels are amazing, It makes me happy to see that people keep on making levels like that. I'm glad I created something that nowadays is still used, you know what I mean? I just think it's amazing, and I'm really glad about that. One thing I also wanted to say to all of you is that I'm just thankful for what you guys gave me. I've grew a community. Like back then, I was 14, that was the first time I really used the internet, and I got all of those people all of a sudden liking my levels and everything like that, and it was amazing just to create levels and see a lot of people liking them, making video about them, you felt great after that, and it's just awesome. So thank you for whatever you guys gave me, thank you for the interaction, if I can say it like that. I don't even really care about the like or the views, just I'm happy that my stuff could make people happy, you know what I mean? And yeah, just thank you for that. Thank you if you're watching this video. Thank you if you're subscribed. I don't even know. Thank you if you just stick around. It's nice. Yeah, I don't know what to say really. I'm just thankful that I had this experience. It taught me a lot, and it was really fun to have. And finally, there is one thing I like to say, is that I'm actually a game developer in my spare time. And I've developed a game. That's why I've quit GD. That's because I wanted to create video games. And if you want it, you can actually wishlist it on Steam now. It's called Dashing Crew. I'm gonna put a link in the description. And basically, you're an alien that has to go from one UFO to another. I've took a lot of inspiration from many games, including Geometry Dash. Like, for instance, you have like a level editor that you can use and share your level with, and I think it's quite an original game. Like, I've never seen something like that before. So yeah, if you're interested, you can check the description. And anyway, that's about everything I had to say. If you want more content from me, it's not going to happen in Geometry Dash anymore. It's going to happen on my game and everything like that. So yeah, that's about everything I had to say. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for everything. And if you keep on creating Geometry Dash level, just try having fun. You know, making those levels. Don't try achieving impossible goals. Don't try getting famous or whatever. Just try having fun, creating level for yourself. And I think that's the best way to, you know, achieve something great. So thank you for everything. Thank you for watching me, and see you later.